Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, along with the lovely Stevie B.
Hello.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we've come to call it. Anita, how are you? Kelly, how are you doing? That's it. That's all we got. That's a show.
Ladies. That's it. Right on.
Yeah, there's people that aren't in chat that are watching. Welcome. Hope you guys are doing good.
As I'm still trying to get myself together as usual. I look up and he's already starting the countdown. I'm like, oh shit.
He says, where's everyone tonight? I'm never first one in. Northwoods, what's happening? He's like, I'm sort of here. Sharon Guy.
Sharon, Karen.
Hey, Karen. Yeah, she's like, here they come.
That's right.
They had to get a running start.
I feel like I needed a running start.
Yeah.
Look, see?
Amateur.
I told you I never have it.
Christy, how are you?
Hey, Christy. Good to see you.
Well, right on. What do we got? 20 watching already?
It's the ladies' show tonight.
Yeah, right? Northwoods.
Oh.
Have fun. You're chilling with the ladies tonight.
That's right.
As long as none of them are your ex, you're good.
Yeah, right.
Sharon Guy.
Hey, Sharon.
Chessboard.
Mr. Chessboard. So good to see you.
Hello, Mogi Monster, Stevie B, and all in chat. Thought I'd answer you. Been keeping my mind occupied. You never answered my email, so I thought you fell in. Did you ever catch any fish on those worms? I'm about to try them. I did. I'm bad like that. I'm getting back on emails, and I apologize, dude. Really.
Yeah.
But
Seriously,
I grabbed. I went in my truck, and on the floor of the back seat was one of the bags of worms. They're the lizards. And as soon as I picked it up, I was like, I came back in. I was like, dude, we haven't seen Chessboard. I was like, I had to go check my email, and I was like, damn, he's always sending stuff, and I don't always respond. And I felt bad, so I'm glad you're doing well. I reached out, emailed you.
It's good to see
just
you.
to make sure you're still alive. It's good to see you. Welcome.
I did try the lizards at the lake at the church.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I did actually both colors. I didn't have much luck. I think I got a hit on one, but didn't catch anything.
I don't know. I think they'll be like where we are.
I think
with all these lily pads and stuff. Once the
here.
bass start to spawn,
yeah,
I think they'll hit the lizards because we have lizards here.
Yes,
and
everywhere.
Yeah. I know, like in Arizona, you can use these things called I'm trying to remember what they call them. It's a salamander larva, and it's legal to use, and I forgot what they call them. But female bass will immediately attack that because they're protecting their nests. They're good bait, but they're also expensive out there.
Breeze, good to see you. Tina G. Hope everybody's well.
Someone doesn't fish, and here's a bag full of lizards. Yeah, the lizards are.
Excuse me.
Yeah, really. We just mentioned worms and lizards, but we didn't get to their fishing. Their rubber fishing lures. Chessboard had sent a bunch of different lures for us to try out. And I've been waiting. I've been holding off on those lizards.
Well, I couldn't wait. I tried over at the church, but it's a total different environment over there.
I just said I'm bad at emails. Now Chris has to Chessboard, don't feel bad. that Mogs didn't answer emails. I'm still waiting over a year for Mogs to answer my emails.
I have to remind them to look at an email that I send them. If I send them something, did you get my email? Oh,
I know, I'm terrible like that. Mr. Hugh, what's happening? So, guys, if you're new, welcome. And what we do here is I'll put the link in chat to the show, and anybody can come on. You just click on the link, follow the directions, and come hang out. You get something you want to talk about, you know, we want to hear about it.
I'm reading all the comments in chat about lures and.
Oh, Northwood says my ex is probably at some truck stop being a lizard.
Oh no. I don't know.
Damn.
That's all I can say.
Is that how you met?
No.
Okay. Just I try to be funny.
Excuse me.
Hey, Breeze. See, he says it comes with age. Most probably the forgetting to answer emails. OCST, how's it going? LIB, what's up?
What it do?
So yeah, I will post the link in chat. There we go. And like I said, anybody can come on, come hang out. I'll be back in a little bit. Got to go grab some grub. Okay. Judy Wheeler.
Judy. How you doing, hon?
Good to see you. What else? Did I miss anybody? Tina, how are you?
I'm just reading.
I'm just scrolling back.
I was actually just sipping my coffee.
Yeah, so we usually don't have anything to talk about. We just wing it as we go.
As you can tell.
That's right. You know, we'll get ideas. If you guys something we want to talk about, put it in chat.
We went straight into fishing, didn't we?
Well, we were directed to that.
We could talk fishing all day. At least that good.
And it's funny because you're so new to it, and it's just amazing how you've taken to it like a duck to water.
I've always wanted to, just never took the time to, not properly, anyways. I know that sounds funny, but it was with my girls, when they were little and hooking, putting worms on their lines because they were creeped out, and just there with them, so I never really fished.
It's simple knowledge that can go a long way, think about what you're fishing for, or just the size of the hook.
Oh, I know.
I've seen people like fishing for trout with a shark hook. It's like, come over here. Literally cut their line and just redo it, give them all new equipment. Karen says, hubby voted today. I didn't. Mr. Lee.
Excuse me just a second.
Mr. Taylor, how are you? Hey, Jane. Tacey Hale, welcome.
Mr. Lee. I'm still here, guys. I just feel like I have something in my eye, and I didn't think you'd want to see me picking at it.
It's a finger. Hey, Breeze. Yeah, Oh, it says believe on there somewhere. There it is. It's been in my truck so much that I'm not like, I use it a lot in my truck. It's starting to fade. It's funny.
But that's how much you use it. It's like my cup. It's supposed to have Wawa on there.
Ooh. What's up, Helton?
Hilton.
I was taking a leak once, Jeff, in my bathroom, and realized there was a scorpion about 8 inches from me.
Oh. Hey, Jeff.
Scorpions, I don't know. They don't bother me. Like I would see them so much in Arizona. I never, knock on wood, somewhere. I've never been stung by one.
I've never seen one close up like that. Don't want to.
I used to see them outside, just at night.
Well, you had them.
I mean, I'd see them during the
You had
day.
them at your dad's house
At night.
in that little corner.
No, that was a tarantula.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I didn't get to see it. That I saw like part of the body, I think.
Oh, it would just stick its legs out of the hull.
Yeah, it was big, whatever it was.
Oh yeah, when that thing comes out of the hull, it's probably literally that big. It's like talking about a spider in Arizona.
Can't do it. Ugh.
Karen says, I used to see them when I lived in Arizona all the time. Where in Arizona were you, Karen? I kind of miss Arizona.
I loved it out there.
I mean,
I didn't want to come back to Florida. I don't think
just
Jay,
the beauty of it.
Jay
It's so
wanted
different.
to either.
But it does get old. I dig this. What we're doing now, where we're at.
I guess
now.
any place
I'm
could.
loving this.
Any place could get old after you've been there a long time, but
Yeah.
just getting to spend time. I mean, I passed through Arizona several times before we went out there.
Florida
Never
has
stopped.
banana spiders, and those suckers are big.
Yeah, they're huge.
No scorpions in the pisser, please. What's up, Michael?
Papa Craig,
Good to see you, Papa.
good to see you. Mr. Haywood, are you behaving yourself?
No.
I doubt it. That was a dumb question.
Mr. J. Fritz, how's it going?
Hey, Jay.
All right, on. We got 45 watching. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. So yeah, the link is in chat again if anybody wants to click on. For those of you who didn't hear me say it first time, click on the link. You can come hang out on the show. Just follow the directions. If you don't want to be on camera, it says stop camera at the bottom of the screen. You can click on that. You don't have to be on camera. Also, I ask is that when you come on, just use StreamYard and click off, close out YouTube so we don't get feedback. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a echo. Kind of tinny echo. Hey, Jane. Good to see you. And thank you. She says, mash that thumbs up.
Oh, right on. Judy, you have. I think that's cool.
That's very cool.
You're going to try to get over there? I'm sure somebody's going by there, by where you're at.
Right? Gosh, there's a lot of people going.
And it's not that far, is it?
Hey, Alex.
No, it's not
Good
that
to
far.
see you.
What did Jay do now?
I was just wondering, should I be concerned? Always. I'm just kidding.
Wrecked my Kubi bike today. Cubby.
I have no idea what that is.
You're right, Jay. I don't know if I should be asking if you're all right or like.
I know, right?
Hey, Alex.
I'm afraid to know.
Oh, he's keeping us waiting.
Just the sound.
My hubby has one of those. Do they have to turn off YouTube or just the sound?
It's just the sound. I'm on my phone.
Yeah, if you can.
I'm on my phone in chat on YouTube. I just turn the volume down. That's all.
I realize people want to watch themselves on YouTube, but it becomes a distraction because it's delayed. So
to me, it's wanting to see chat better. I can
closer. Yeah.
I don't even pay attention to
I can
the show
my
part
screen,
of it.
So
matter of fact, I'm pretty sure if you pause it, the chat will still roll. I don't pay attention to the show on my phone.
Robert Denduven, how are you? Pine Island Research, what's up, Jeff?
Did Chris leave?
He says, Jay, is that what they call rascal scooters these days?
Well, good night, Chris. That was.
I missed. Did she?
She said she was out. I'm still getting caught up in chat. Neil, how you doing?
Good night. Have a nice show. See you whenever.
Good to see you, Neil.
Why?
I don't know.
Good night, Chris. Good to see you.
OCST. My feeds are synced perfectly from my TV and phone. I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
I've come close.
Close, but not perfectly in sync. That would be cool to see. And probably never happen again.
Neil, how's it going? Welcome. Blinky, what's up? Blinky 1, I should say.
Blinky 1. Oh, get out.
I'm trying to figure out what.
Can I show it, Jay?
So what did he wreck?
You want me to show it?
Well, let me see it.
Well, I am, but I was making it so you can see it.
Damn, dude.
They're actually cool.
Are you okay?
But how? Jeff said I could see Jay in a.
I have these motorcycle jokes going on in my
Jeff says Jeff says I could see Jay on one of those adult tricycles with a giant basket for Sonic runs.
Show it. I mean, it's just
it just doesn't show it on yours. My camera doesn't show it pretty good at all.
It's Jeff was pretty much right.
Yeah.
Is that what they call those rascals these days?
Those are nice though.
Robert says that Stevie B, he dropped some of a milkshake on it.
Right. That's what he was cussing about. He spilled the shake.
Was it road rage? I hope not.
I've seen it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But was he driving at the time?
Shut up, you.
Judy's laughing right now.
I know. Jay, he is too.
Too funny. Roger Blair, welcome. Good to see you. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to keep posting the link. If anybody wants to click on, come hang out.
Somebody hit the link and
click on that link. And thanks, guys. I'm glad you guys are here.
I know, it's cool.
Once again, we have nothing planned, so.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what it's about. We leave it up to you guys. Pretty much bring it. Whatever you want to talk about.
Anybody seen a Sasquatch lately? They are in England, you know.
I heard a rumor.
Says Mr. Lee.
I heard a rumor.
Have you seen one, Mr. Lee? Not yet. Maybe. No, don't just eat, Mike. You know, it's okay. Well, hopefully, I'm hoping that our new friend Shane, the Bigfoot King, should be in Vancouver Island. He's doing an outing. This was something we brought up.
He went out there based on a conversation that we brought up on a short that Muggs found. Yes. I'm waiting for you to finish. I'm like, wow.
She said it. Yeah, he said he was going to go out there and do this investigation and hit us up, you know, like come live from there. So we'll see. Hopefully, you know, he can get a signal and come on, but that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be real cool.
Papa said, Mr. Lee, something may have thrown a big rock in the river while I was fishing the other day. Did you catch anything?
Where were you fishing?
In a river. It says it right. That would be an interesting way for them to fish, huh? Bigfoot, just concussion. You know, you throw a big rock in there.
Throw a huge boulder.
Yeah, and see what floats.
Plunk.
Karen says Vancouver Island is right here, just a ferry ride away from us. Yeah, it was this whole thing of how the Canadian government hired an off-continent contractor to come in and take care of a herd of
nuisance
deer, or I guess nuisance would be the best word. And they came in a helicopter and automatic weapons. And I just found it weird. Like their argument, they were talking about the weapons, and you know, why are they allowed to have them in Canada? Sure. And why would you bring in an outside? You know, like my question was, what the hell were they really hunting? So I brought that up, and Shane kind of like got curious and was intrigued by it. So that's where he's at, is in Vancouver Island to kind of investigate this a little bit.
Packed up, made a whole trip of it, and should be out there. Well, he is out there. Said he would be out there, heading out there on the 10th.
Yeah, that was 2 days ago. Sunday, I think he went out.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to hearing from him.
And if you catch this, you know, be safe out there, Shane.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, he doesn't go out there, you know, unarmed.
Oh, no. No, he's well prepared when he goes out, and that's what's cool, is that he, you know,
and he'll tell you he's not. It's not for them; it's for everything else.
Yeah.
OCSD says I scared a group of people in the woods on Saturday. Went a couple of whoops.
Oh wow. That's funny.
That's the thing. Like, you got to do calls. You have to be like
Out
away
there.
from people.
Yeah.
If some idiot's going to answer you. No shit. We were in Tennessee at that outing on the Ocoee. And we went up into the woods, but it was all camp. There were people camping everywhere up there, you know.
Yeah, it was a holiday weekend.
Yeah. And there was no place you could go. Somebody made a call, and sure as shit, you heard like 3 other people go, went over there. It's like,
wow.
What were you expecting?
Right. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. Tracy says, I'm loving this weather.
Hi, Trace. Yeah, it's supposed to get hot by this weekend.
By Friday.
All week. It's starting the temperature's supposed to go up.
Progressively, it's going to be
looking at
90.
like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
But consistent, like 88, 89, 90, like over those days, it'll just
gradually
get
increase.
warmer and warmer.
Yes. I woke up chilly this morning. I know it sounds silly, but it was 50. That's spring weather. Chilly at night.
Feisty
and
kitty.
Warm during the day.
Yeah, I felt it this morning, and I looked at the phone. I was like, 48. Damn.
Yeah.
And then I heard the heat go on, and I was like, I guess it is cold out. You know, like.
No, it was me cold inside. That was chilly.
Mr. Lee said it's been raining for 5 days solid. Yeah, that's all that shit you're getting, we already had.
Yes.
Same shit we went through. Everybody here. I watched the map one day, and I just saw it go burp through us, across the Atlantic, and right in their lap.
Yep. Yeah, it's a lot of rain.
He said my whoop echoed pretty good, but I got no answer as far as I know so far. Excuse me.
Yeah, Pop Craig says us too, Mr. Lee.
There's not too much going on right now in the weather. I mean, there's some stuff out west, but it hasn't been. Yeah, Breeze said it hot, hot, hot. Yeah, Breeze is just southwest of us, and you get down even by Miami, it'll even be warmer than that.
I know somebody in my office this morning suggested I turn the heat on. I said, no, it won't be long before it warms up.
Go outside, it's warmer out there.
Yeah. I'm putting the heat on. Wait until lunchtime and open the windows.
Tracy Dover says, what's going on in Paris with the farmers? Mr. Lee says, I'm still wearing tights under my jeans when I go out. Tights. Men in tights.
Knickers. Richie Evans.
Hey, Richie.
I recognize that handwriting anywhere.
I could hear it from here.
How you doing, Richie? Good to see you.
Blazer, what's happening? It says same in Montana, highs of 40. I hear summer is on a Saturday this year. It's funny. There's a book out there. I remember when I was a kid. It was called All Summer in a Day, and it was this kid that was from Earth, and he goes to this other planet, and the planet's a rain planet. So they always have rain, and he tells the story of Earth and have a sun, and nobody believed him. And then one day they locked him in the closet and they went out to play. They just were messing with him. They left, and when they went out to play, their son came out, and he didn't see it. But now they believed him. It was weird.
That's cool.
So it was called All Summer in a Day.
Very cool. Lester Taylor says, "March in like a lamb, out like a lion," or something like that.
In like a lion and then slaughtered like a lamb. And out like a lion. What about the lamb? It's in the lion. There we go. We're men in tights. Manly men.
Feisty Kitty, good to see you.
I don't know, Tracy, what was going on over there. I know the farmers were having an issue. There were some videos out I didn't watch. No, they were doing like protests or something. Like I don't recall. I just remember reading a caption, and so I really don't know the story behind it, so I can't comment on it. But something's going on.
Tracy said they won't even put it in the news. Yeah, I hadn't heard anything, but I don't follow news heavily. Just usually stuff that comes across my, at work or
word of mouth.
No, I'm always looking at the weather, for work.
Me too.
Anything that work pops up weather-wise, but I didn't see that.
Well, she deals with tennis courts, so if it rains, can't use tennis courts, or there's going to be lightning again.
It's everything outdoors.
I put out boats. I put people on boats, and if it's too windy, I encourage them not to go out.
The winds get pretty
rain,
strong.
Lightning, same thing
Across the lake. Oh yeah, when was it? A couple nights ago, woke up at, I think it was like 1:30 in the morning to, it sounded like bombs in Baghdad or something. It was just boom, thunder and lightning to follow. There was a wicked storm in the middle of the night. It's rare, but yeah, that was.
Oh yeah,
that was a lot of lightning, right Saturday over the lake. It looked like.
Reese says, "I do tree work for a living, and it's been hot." Yeah, it has. I know what's funny is Judy's like, "Oh, that's cool," and then says, "I worked with trees, shrubs, and flowers myself for 30 years."
She did.
Yeah, but what's funny is they both did it here in Florida.
Right.
Or Breeze is doing it here in Florida. And I know that's what Judy did was when she did it was here in Florida.
You're absolutely right.
All right. They're talking about fishing. I got to go. Does magnet fishing work on steelheads?
I saw that.
That's awesome. Asking for a friend. And Papa's like, "Oh, they get like 32 inches in there." He didn't even acknowledge the magnet part.
No, excuse me.
That was too funny.
Hey, there he is, the Bigfoot King.
Good evening. I'm on I'm on island. Final gear check. Then off tomorrow morning at 5. Hopefully live on Thursday with you guys. Right on, man.
I'm so looking
Be safe out there.
Yes, please. He knows.
I know. But, you know me.
I know.
You don't go anywhere. I'm like, be safe.
All the time. Me too.
I say it to when I put people on a boat. Be
Yeah.
safe.
Me too.
Tracy said, I lived in Lakeland and it seemed like it rained every other day. That's actually over by where Breeze is at.
Yeah.
That's his neck of the woods.
Not terribly far from here.
So yeah, Shane, man, I'm glad you're there and everything's good.
I'm looking forward to talking to you.
And just seeing what you catch,
seeing
even
what
if
you see.
you can't make it, we understand, but looking forward to what you put out.
For sure. Jay, I know you had to have heard those storms the other night.
Oh yeah, everybody heard them, and from here to the East Coast, they went straight across. They were just that long line that I was like, oh shit, that was weird to wake up to that. I mean, we actually got up, went to the door outside, like, oh man, this is cool.
Got a little too close, then I scurried back inside.
Gee, Lakeland's a popular place,
right? Helton.
Judy says, Tracy, my best friend, lived in Lakeland. Robert Denduven says, Lakeland, Florida, spring training, home of the Detroit Tigers, or his Detroit Tigers.
Right.
Absolutely, man. I'm jealous, man. Like,
right.
Island right now.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, wait, I am. Well,
no.
Just that feeling of it.
Yeah, right. I was laughing, Anita. Now we know how Jay wrecked. He was storm chasing. Jane says, I used to love going down for the Mets spring training. I tried to get out there for Yankees and never made it.
Back in the...
Because the Yankees are out there.
Back in the 70s, my grandparents moved to Florida. And they moved to Vero Beach because that was the home of the Dodgers spring training.
Oh, all right.
And my grandmother loved the Dodgers.
That's cool.
Back then.
That's very cool. I love baseball. Always have. I just haven't followed it for years. I mean, there was a time I could spit stats all day. That's how much I was into it, but I got away from it.
Jay's saying, wrecked my Kiwi bike. I sent the wrong picture. Oh, wow.
I just showed what he sent me.
Resend it, dude.
Yeah.
Richie's like, who are the Mets? Last 1986, last ring they ever going to win ever.
That's right, Richie. Michael Haywood said, I went to Florida when Ringling Brothers were there.
They don't have that anymore, do they?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That there was that town or wherever down here that was all carnies, and do they still have that down here?
Oh, good Lord. Jay, the picture he sent me is nothing to do with what the first one was.
You're kidding me, right?
Hence my reaction, right? I mean,
I know people in chat already they already gave the answer and I missed it. I tend to miss shit.
A lot. No, I'm just kidding.
But that's what you wrecked. I'm like thinking, oh my God, looking at that four-wheel.
I know. That is nothing to do with.
What'd you do? Fall off the couch? I mean,
his chair. Spit him out. Jay.
Jesus, dude. Did you trip over it? What? Like showing concern. Yeah.
I'm thinking he wrecked in a ditch somewhere.
My
on
foot
that
slipped off and I kicked the dog.
Whatever that was that he showed the first picture.
Pyro, what's up?
I sent him a message, said, "Are you okay?" Jay, I swear, he's laughing.
My son-in-law and oldest granddaughter are guitar jamming right now. Love to hear it. Right on.
That's cool.
It's very cool. You see him on a front porch.
Right.
Just picking away.
Yep. Karen said that's the cubie my hubby has. He did say that was the name of it.
You ain't never seen a bearded lady with a kickstand? No. So I had two-headed mummy once. True story. Helen says, I am playing my guitar unplugged while watching at the moment. Everybody's just jamming out.
Rocking out.
Come in. Right on. Jane says, I grew up with the Long Island Ducks hockey team. Had Ranger season seats, Islander season seats, and Met season seats. I used to live and breathe hockey and baseball. Then I got involved with golf.
Oh, wow.
That's right. Jane's out on the island.
Tracy, good to see you. Have a good night.
I'm trying to think where I used to go out somewhere on the island. I would go out and make a delivery to Jets had a spring training facility out there. I would drop stuff off there. Just make deliveries to Yankee Stadium.
I was at Yankee Stadium probably a month before they started taking it down. On the outside wall, I was walking down the walkway and I saw like a chip of paint and I just pulled it back and there was pencils, like little, reminded me of like the little lotto pencils. But they were, I forget what year they were from. It's like whoever plastered the walls just jammed a pencil in there. It was pretty cool. I was like, huh.
I've walked on Jane will appreciate this one. I've walked on the basketball court and the ice rink in Madison Square Garden.
That's cool.
On the ice, on the ice. I used to make deliveries to Madison Square Garden.
I walked out of the subway
no,
Madison
when I drive
Square
up
Garden.
The loading dock and come around, I was on the floor where you're at floor level, and I'm making deliveries.
That's cool.
I will walk over and I'm right there. So I was like, fuck it. Put my ice, 1 foot, looked around, I was there. I took a couple steps, got off the ice. Was like,
like he. That's cool.
Oh, Breeze, what are you doing to me? Oh, did you read those documents I sent you, the Miller documents? Is this one of those email jokes? Because I don't read my email. I I know somebody sent me something recently. Jane says, I was a Jet fan when Joe Namath was there. MSG is a very cool place. Yeah, it is. Plus, you got the train station below it, you know.
I was in that train station. That's as close as I've gotten.
Oh, no shit. Helton says, my sister used to date Wayne Gretzky when he played for Indianapolis.
Oh, wow.
That is the Gretzky. There's one in like every sport. You know,
Right.
Soccer, it was Pele. Hockey, it's Gretzky. Somebody will say Bobby Orr, but, you know, but
It's
still,
Gretzky.
it's their legends.
Yeah.
It's weird. More of the Magnificent fan myself. What's up, Val? Magnificent fan myself.
Look at that. I just posted the link.
No kidding.
I did.
Good for you.
Somebody's got to do it. No.
She is a mod, see?
Don't tell anybody. Ruin my reputation here. No, guys. It's there. Come hang out.
Judy says, I can't help it, but I still enjoy putt-putt golf.
Me too. I actually found that I was pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at it. It's fun.
We don't have any mixers. I don't have a mixer. Doesn't seem necessary. We do share a mic. And it's just, I want to get her a better camera. And they're just, you know, they're cameras, they're webcams that just clip on the computer because I never liked the camera that comes with the computer. That's it. Just it's a camera and a mic, and everything else is the laptop or, you know, that's it.
That's it.
Some people have mixing boards with effects and whatnot. And I get carried away with it.
Hell, I don't even have a backdrop.
Not yet.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
So we got to get curtains for those for the doors behind her.
I know.
Or something. It's just that we're in and out of it so much. But I think, yeah, we can keep half of it closed.
Yeah, half of it would be good.
Michael says, I was the 16th runner-up in the North Carolina putt-putt champion. The 16th runner-up. What year was that? In a field of 12. He comes in 16th.
Too funny.
Alex, yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can figure out a way to use it. I don't know. See, everything's digital now. Like even my mic plugs in, has a USB port, cable, whatever. Yeah, we'll figure it out. No, I do have a plug-in for a mic. like the regular plug.
I think I do too. Pretty sure.
What color ball did you putt with, Michael? Well, says Jay.
Val said it had to be blue, Jay.
Read my mind, pal. Michael says, I got arrested at Myrtle Beach putt course.
Mr. Lee says, Mogs, then you have zero excuse not to sing. Zero.
I don't make up excuses now. I just don't sing. Paramedics is Slapshot, best hockey movie ever, and I know all about the sport. That was with the what the hell were they? The twins, the brothers. What the hell was it? Dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
I forget their name. Slapshot was a good movie.
Michael said they thought I meant to hit the seagull with that ball. Jay says, stick his putter in the wrong hole, Michael? LOL. Pyro said Michael used the kickstand. Oh, Lord.
Michael says, you ever pulled a golf ball out of a seagull's butt?
Not too fun, he says.
No, I've
Oh, Jane said Hanson Brothers, I think.
Yes, that was it. The Hanson Brothers. Awesome. Yes. No, I flew a seagull like a kite once. It wasn't on purpose. I hit it in midair. I hooked it.
Wow.
I had to reel it in. It fell to the water, and I dragged it in and got the hook out and everything. But I watched the seagull swallow a blowfish.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. I don't think the seagull was expecting that. But
yeah, I'd imagine.
It swallowed it, put its head back, and as it got into its throat, it blew up.
Oh,
it just expanded. It didn't hurt the bird.
Right.
It just expanded, and you're like, anybody that saw it, I was like, dude, look at that. Whoever would look, I was like, look at that. And they're like, holy shit. And it's just this big ass neck on this thing, and then eventually it just deflated, and he swallowed it.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I had that happen too, Russ. It's,
I think I've come close a couple times. These little ones out here. I'll dart across.
They started stealing my bait. If I'd start flipping the line to get it into little holes as far as in the lily pads. And if you land on the pad, they'll fly in and grab that right off your hook.
Yep.
They did it yesterday. All I had left was the head.
I had 3 of them walking up to the bucket next to me.
Of the fish on the hook, not the bird.
I had 3 birds walking up to, just creeping up the wall towards the bucket, and the bucket was just down below my chair.
Mr. Haywood said, "You swallowed a blowfish, Mr. Fritz?" Or he said, "I had that happen too, Russ."
He said, "No, Michael, a puffer."
We call them blowfish, but yeah, it's a puffer fish. That is too funny. So yeah, guys, once again, link is in chat. McDonald's fries are great seagull bait.
Blinky One said, I saw a seagull eat my sandwich. I had a seagull snatch a chip out of my hand with my finger. just I was sitting on the beach. It just flew in from the left, swooped down, and before I knew it, I was like, "Ah!" Had hold of my finger for a second.
Now he's all ready to go, and I'm just going to make him wait. What's up?
You had to get yourself ready.
He's like, man, I got to get my shit together before I come on.
I honestly, no, I'm never ready to come on. I don't know why.
Me either.
No, usually I just like click as soon as you pop up. I'm like, nah, you can wait.
Yeah.
He always catches you off.
Gate Smasher, what's up?
Even Jane said Mike's all dolled up.
It's an illusion. That's why I got the low lights on.
Just woke up, had bedhead hair, and he's like, throws it.
Well, that was originally my plan. I think I talked to Stevie briefly around like 7. I was gonna like take a power nap and like put my game face on.
The conversation just dropped. I think I ran off and was doing dishes.
Right, yeah, yeah, that's how all my conversations go. Like,
yeah, a lot of mine too.
Where you just fade out.
Yeah, but then you pick it back up later. And
no, that's some mornings, it's I wake up to good morning, Moog, and then I'm like, hey, Michael, or I just leave a voice message, hey, Mr. Haywood, how you doing this morning? Blah 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 blah. I don't know. This morning it was good morning, Michael. I think that's all we said today.
There's days like that.
That was a good short you posted before with the herring.
Oh yeah, that was.
He was sitting.
That thing was huge, man. I mean, I was sitting in a resin chair,
20 feet from it,
and it wasn't even.
Not even, yeah.
And that thing. I'm 6'3", so if I stood up and it put its head straight up, it would probably beak would probably hit my nose.
That's crazy.
Mike, when I sent you that picture, I was trying to tell you to look at the porch next to it, right. Compared to the size of the bird, you could get a comparison. That bird was huge.
Oh, yeah, and then the railing too helps. Like yeah, it's crazy.
He flew off. It was pretty huge.
I didn't even hear it land. I just
looked I just looked over and it was there. It's like, oh shit.
I was so pissed because I was up in the mountains and I was like filming. I was filming the road like for a while, for like probably 20-30 minutes, like on this drive, and then like I literally took it down and made a phone call, and all of a sudden I come around this bend and there's this just like random like lake there, and there's this herring just like that one, just standing like right at the edge of the road. There's like this much, I don't know, maybe like 10 feet between the road and the pond, the lake, whatever. And it's just standing right there. And I'm like, oh shit. I like hang up the phone. I'm like trying to get it. And like by the time I looked up, like it was cool watching it, but I was like, damn it.
Yeah, it's of course when you turn off the camera. That's when Bigfoot walks in front of the car, or
It was Big Bird, not Bigfoot. But yeah.
No, and I was fishing at the time, so I was like, oh shit, hopefully I'll catch a fish because I'll throw it over there and I know he'll eat it.
Yeah.
I used to feed him when I lived in Arizona. I used to feed him trout because they'd hang out knowing that you're going to pull in a fish.
Yep.
So
yeah, you can hand feed the seagulls over here after a while. Like if you start by like throwing it, and then like they start to compete for it, right? And so like they'll start to go against like what they think is smart just because they want the food. So like the first couple, like whatever you throw out there, like lands in the water, and then they race down and get it. Then they start plucking it out of the air before it hits the water. Next thing you know, they're like flying next to you.
I'm telling you, I had one swoop down and I was sitting on the beach, and it swooped down, snatched my chip out of my hand. I think it was a Dorito, and got part of my finger with it. I'm like, it freaked me out because I never saw it coming in the first place, and to get my finger caught up in it. Yeah.
Gay Smasher, I'm jealous. Absolutely. I love elk.
I've never had it.
He went at it.
Never had it.
Elk hunting in Nebraska. I'm having steak tonight. Elk is amazing.
Just listening. They're so big, though. The elk are so much, like, they're so big.
Oh, yeah.
And there was this guy.
I just never.
Yeah, they're huge.
I've seen a herd, at least 4 of them, run across the road at the Grand Canyon. The first night I was up there, it was snowing and creeping along, and just to have a herd of elk, all you just saw was a stampede. It's like, oh shit. And see the ass end of the last 3 going into the tree line, you don't see them again. It's like, yeah.
There's a lot of elk and deer in Grand Canyon National Park.
Huge. That was my first experience seeing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Papa said Lester the dang birds used to go after the baited hooks when we were setting longline gear in Alaska. I tried using a salmon rod on them. Oops. Yep, the eagles are like friggin' pigeons. You need to know fish. Then I'm looking back at me when I put it. All right.
Well, I don't like the heads on my fish either.
No, I fillet everything. I don't need no. Like I don't like having to pick at fish. Like, people will take like a big, I don't know, some sort of snapper, and they'll put score marks in it and wrap it in foil with butter and lemon, and you peel the bones out of it. No, thank you. I don't want to get that intimate with it. I'll just kill it, eat it, fillet it, and
Well, like when I started traveling the world is when I started to see stuff like that, like especially Korea. Like it just, I don't know, whatever I ordered one time, like I just stirred it up, and this fucking giant fish was just looking at me all of a sudden. Like, I was just like I didn't even know that was under there.
All eyeball staring at you.
Where the fuck did you come from?
It was so gross. Like
Mr. Lee said fish head soup was good.
Some people like it.
It's roly-poly fish
Like,
heads.
Look at
there's
go back and see grasshopper.
like 90% of people throw back sea robin, and then there's like the 10% of people who make like sea robin soup, And I don't know.
That's why I was laughing.
That's the same song.
I know.
I didn't even see it.
I know you didn't. That's why I wanted you to see it. That's why I was cracking up. Sorry, Mike.
No, I don't know. I don't even know what I said, so it's all good.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
I used to catch eels when I was a kid, but I don't recall ever keeping them.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Jane says, "Does anyone ever here like eels?" I've had it at a sushi place, but
yeah, I think that's it for me too.
I don't think I've ever kept them when I was a kid. I always let them go.
I don't like them because there's this. Well, I mean, not as far as food goes, but there's this river called the Nissaquag that I wade through, and there's this like secret pool that's really good fishing. So like the water will be anywhere from knee deep to chest deep, but if you wade through like enough of it, you get to this like secret pool, and it's just stocked because as the river drops down, that's where all the fish go while the water's low.
Sure.
So pretty much they're always in there no matter what. But anyway, long story short, it's filled with eels too, and it's so like sketchy. It's so sketchy.
Yeah, Yeah, I saw a fishing video where they were like over in somewhere in Europe or somewhere over there where they had eels in these rivers, and it was kind of a survival situation, like a film video or whatever. And the guy took off his sock and he tied it up a little bit on a string or whatever he did with it, and he got it to where the eel in the river bit it. And once they bit into it, they got all tangled in the cotton and everything. They couldn't let go, so they they were catching eels to survive was with this sock.
Wow, that's interesting.
I've heard people doing it with string too, where they bite into it and they can't free themselves.
I'm laughing at Michael Haywood. Y'all can have them rubber booger snot rocket eels.
Yeah, no.
Judy says, "Oh my." Excuse me.
White bait and anchovies have their head on, and they are delicious. I don't do a lot of anchovies. Just too damn salty.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to do like sardines, but I have pickled herring.
Yes.
It's in a
And I keep
wine
forgetting to buy
sauce
crackers.
with- it'll be empty by the time you'll get crackers.
I know.
So yeah, I have like fish every day.
I was in the store yesterday, and I got
Papa
wake up
Craig
back
says,
home
if I had all the fish heads I threw in the ocean, probably feed us all for years and years.
I can imagine.
When I was in Afghanistan, that's we used to get, there was like nothing out there from home, so a lot of these like country kids would get stuff shipped out to them. And like this one kid, there was two of them actually, they would room together, and they would get care packages, and I used to try all this weird stuff. It was like they would get potted beef, like all sorts of stuff, and then sardines and hot sauce and whatever. Like, oh, we might die tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'll try it. Like, you know what I mean? I couldn't really get behind it though. But the hot sauce made the sardines a little more tolerable. Yeah.
No, I like the flavor doesn't bother me as long as it's in the tomato sauce, but it's the texture. When you're eating those little vertebrae, it's like, ooh, I don't know.
I don't remember it. I probably blocked it out for good reason.
Michael says, not potted meat.
Yeah, on crackers with like cheese spread. It was pretty much anything that could travel like long distance, be in the mail for a long period of time.
Yep.
It was like, now I look at it, I'm like, damn, this is like aisle 6 at Walmart, like that's what they were shipping to this guy.
Right.
Grass says, I ate anchovies out of the can once. Not bad. Actually, I had some canned salmon not that long ago.
Jane said spam in a can.
Yep.
Fried spam.
Deviled spam.
Oh.
Never really did spam too much either. I don't know, couldn't tell you the last time I had it, if I ever had it.
I couldn't say the last time I had it.
No, I know my dad
I've
would
had
have
it.
it when we were kids.
Fry it up in a sandwich with some egg. and toast.
Papa says, I eat sardines, massive omega-3s. That's why I eat the fish that I'm eating.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, it's real good.
It really
It's real
is.
good.
Really is.
Mine was like, I guess it was not, it wasn't good meat, but to me, back in the day, I thought it was, but they were called steakums, and like, they were just like,
Yeah, that's,
I could
you
hook up
can
some
buy them today,
steaks.
dude.
Yeah.
oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like a thin piece of meat, and like, you just made sandwiches out. Like, it was something like,
With an absurd amount of grease. Why?
Yeah.
Where did all that grease come from?
The skinniest piece of meat just loaded in grease somehow.
We used to get steakums from Murray's Meat Market.
Yeah, you just put a little cheese in it. You can make like a bootleg Philly cheesesteak. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can hook up a steak and cheese, some onion and green pepper and provolone. Shit.
Kate Smasher says, how about chat spam? Not so good.
Right.
Cat spam, yeah.
Grass says, I love spam when I was a kid. Tried it a few months ago. It just didn't work.
That's how it goes. Like, I'll eat things like when I'm camping, and then like
Yeah.
Stupid shit when we
Yeah,
camp.
of course.
I'll try and I'll have nothing in the house, and I'll be like, oh, I'll just eat this, like, and I'll like whip up like corned beef hash and shit, and I'm like, this isn't like I don't want this, like, but it's because I'm home, you know, like when I'm out in the bush and like I'm starving, like that over the fire, that shit is delicious, but like.
Sure.
Fucking wonderful.
When you're home and you're cooking in the kitchen, it's like something don't compute, you know. I'm just like,
The smell of smoke.
Right. The grease splatter back.
Lester said corned beef tonight for dinner.
oh, I mean, legit, yeah, legit,
Jalapeno spam. There's
like legit corned beef and cabbage is good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I used to have that every New Year's Day growing up. Corned beef and
Actually,
cabbage.
what do we got coming
Black
up?
eyed
We got,
peas.
don't we have St. Patrick's Day coming up?
Yes, this is true.
I remember I had it the first time I stepped into an Irish, you know, my Irish friend's house and had it. I was a decent age at that point, and I had never had it. You know, like it just wasn't something that we made in my house, like, you know. But when I finally had it, it was good. I think I had it with mustard. I think I used like spicy mustard or something.
Absolutely, on the corned beef.
Yeah.
Put a little
Corned beef,
vinegar
like I
on.
said,
Put
corned
vinegar on the
beef.
cabbage. Oh,
Yes.
awesome.
It's stunk cooking though. I don't like the smell. Corned beef brisket, Michael Haywood.
Yeah, we should probably grab one soon. We always seem to be late for the party, you know.
Well, I mean, we
look like the
live
day
out in
before.
a town that has two major grocery stores, one in each direction. So if you don't
Yeah.
stop early, we learn for the holidays or any special occasion, then yeah, we're late to the party.
That's how it was when I lived upstate. It was annoying, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't pay attention to the holidays, and then I would go in places and I'd be like, "Where is this item?" And they'd be like, "Oh, we sold out because of." Well, like I remember 4th of July, they were like, "I was like, there's no watermelon, there's no blueberries, there's no." I'm like, "Where? No strawberries?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, we sold out of strawberries, blueberries right away." And like they're like, "We ordered 1,000 watermelons, they were gone in a day." Like,
You think they know how to prepare for?
Yeah, but I'm like, why the blueberries and the strawberries? They're like, oh, people make a red, white, and blue parfait or something. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, where am I? Like, that's a thing. Like, this was like a young girl working in produce, and like she knew what was. Like, she just said it to me like it was, you know. As sure as the fireworks were going to go off, that there's going to be some parfait there.
Pass the parfait.
Jay says, I think my mother, God bless her soul, made liver and onions every other day. No wonder I was so skinny as a kid. Hate it.
My mother didn't, not every other day, but I know at least once a month.
I think my mom tried, but I never.
Once a month, and I couldn't.
Yeah, just talking about texture and stuff again. When I see liver, like in the food store, it just scares me.
I couldn't do it. Liver and
Yeah,
onions.
it almost looks like it belongs in the fish shop. In the fish, you know. It's so slimy. Like.
Lester says you smoke brisket. You don't boil it in a crock pot. That's just wrong. I agree.
Nick's on tonight.
Mike, you got to come out of the woods to find out what's happening in the world.
I was trying to. That's the thing. I was trying to buy watermelons to bring to the Sasquatch. It was nothing related to 4th of July, and I was looking for berries for my kids, my young kids, because they, you just put a bunch of strawberries, blueberries on their like little high chair, and they just slam them, and it's just so. I was like, where is all this stuff?
Jane says cow tongue is good.
Oh, would make tongue.
I like tongue.
Oh.
I just wouldn't know how to make it.
No, that would freak me out.
No, I've seen it.
I've seen it.
I've almost bought it, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, good.
When I went down to San Antonio, and I was down there for like 2 weeks, and I forget where I was. I don't know. Like, let's just say it was like Cabela's or something, and they had a restaurant in there, right? Or like something like that. And it was closed, but it was like just closed. And I remember like yelling back to the people, like, as they were talking to my friends were talking about, like, all excited about making me try all these different meats that I had never had. And I'm like, they're closed or whatever I said. Like, everybody in the back popped their head out like I was like an ostrich or some shit because of my accent, I guess. And, like, they took it upon themselves. They fired everything back up just to cook me all these things I never had. And it was like bison and like, oh my God.
Oysters.
Venison, bison, all these different things I had never had. I don't remember any of it.
I'm trying to catch up. I had bison. Bison's good too.
Bison is good.
Yeah, I don't remember any of it sticking out like as being better than the other one.
Tina's cooking liver and onions, fried livers tomorrow night for dinner. Nope. Chicken livers. Nope. That's catfish bait.
Yeah, right?
Sorry.
Right?
I'm sure they're wonderful.
They're not. Not for me. I don't like them.
Just like kidney and oyster pie. No, I'll take the oysters, you keep the kidney.
Fried gizzards, though. Done right? They're pretty good.
My dog won't even eat those.
I'm not a big internal organ.
I mean, you won't see me go
Although I'll eat
seek after them. My mom cooked them growing up. I didn't crave them, but one here or there.
I mean, there were certain things. Yeah, there were certain things in like my boys in Alabama, their wives would make, and like I would eat it, but like they made things a certain way, right down to okra. Like I won't eat okra in New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta eat it in the South, and it should be fried.
Yeah, there's only very few places I go for like that kind of like soul food that like nails it, and usually there's somebody back there that's got a country ass accent, you know what I mean, and brought up their recipe.
Pickled okra is good.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, when you're talking about like cornbread and collard greens and okra and ribs and barbecue itself, like there's so many different aspects to it that got to be on point. So like, I don't know, but there's only like one place that I could think of that I would go to, and it's like far from here.
Did you see what Jay wrote?
I don't know. Does it have something to do with collard greens?
No.
Because the last time I had collard greens was with Jay.
No, it was
over it when we went out to lunch that day.
Him talking shit again about Judy and me talking.
That's why I was sharpening my knife in backseat, Stevie and Judy, just in case you ran out of food when we were lost. Tongue. My sister got a sandwich at a place one time that had a piece of ham on it that looked like a tongue. The waitress freaked out when it was pointed out to her.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
Mr. Lee said okra is sticky if it's not cooked properly.
Well, it's so starchy. Okra is just, I mean, that starchiness when that comes out, but fried, it's not.
I'd
it's
like
not
to try
bad.
it pickled. I've never.
Pickled's
had it
another good. Yeah.
I'd like to try that.
Yeah, there's only so much pickled that you could stand. You know what I mean? Like, you can't eat like a big plate of it. At least me.
It's good for you. It's good for you, though.
I'm glad you stopped in tonight. He said his battery's getting low.
Oh, okay.
And he's got to go eat now. Before you know it, it'll be medicine time.
Bon appetit.
He didn't say that, but I added that part.
So, real quick, we got the light over here that still goes on and off by itself, but it's now instead of, it used to go off 7:30 or 7:35, whatever. It still goes off at the same time, but now it's like at 8:30 since the clocks went ahead. So my theory was there was something that was going on, like turning on at that time, that caused that to go on through interference. But now I don't know what's caused. You would think, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you get. No, I know what you get.
Elena, good to see you.
Sorry, Elena, I know you said hi earlier.
I didn't see her.
I know.
Sorry.
I never have the chat up, so I didn't.
Whereas if you eat too much of a pickled food, it ends up being a laxative. Well, yeah.
Everyone's got that one natural laxative too, like that one thing that affects them differently. We won't go down that rabbit hole, but
That's not.
Yeah, I'm not. I had nothing to say there.
Michael says I saw a $36 cow tongue.
Jay says, well, shit. LOL.
Good night, Elena. So the link is still in chat. Anybody wants to come join us? Let's say hi to Mike.
come on down.
Bunghole. TV for my bunghole.
That's what I was going with. I was thinking the same thing. That's about the only time I think I've ever heard that word was on.
Bunghole is actually in a barrel, like the big wooden barrels that like you do whiskey in or wines in. In the side of it, you'll see it almost looks like a cork, but that's the bunghole.
No.
That cork is called the bung. I know too much useless shit.
He does. A lot.
That's what they said about the girl on White Men Can't Jump. And then
Was that Marissa Tomei?
Yeah.
no, the Hispanic.
Perez.
Rosie Perez.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Foods that start with the letter Q.
Quince.
Yeah, what is a quince? Quahog, quiche.
Good night, Alex. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow, I'm sure.
Good night, Alex. Yeah, that'd be cool. The mixers. Yeah, Mike, mixer.
Yeah.
I make my vino.
You guys gonna stay back from that LBL thing?
I gotta work, dude.
I do too.
Oh.
I have a lot of events from, like right now it's my busy season at work. I mean, busy. Yeah. All the way through April.
Yeah, I'm busy.
I always forget people have like regular schedules. Mine just
I didn't used to. I mean, I used to, and then I didn't. Now I do again.
Mine goes through the seasons, just all sports related.
But like the next 4 days, I have like 7 reservations. So I mean,
that's cool. It's only going to increase too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think this week alone, I have 179 colleges, tennis teams, both male and female, coming through my park, cycling through from Sunday to Friday. Friday will be their last day. Yeah, and I'm the one that does I handle their schedules for their court time. So I'm like, this is my busiest time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We start prepping for this like October for March. And it runs through April, but after this week it's more like 4-day increments, instead of just constant. So we get little breaks in between, but yeah, it's busy.
I'm gonna get busy just because it's that time of the year.
Because the weather is beautiful. You get all the snowbirds that are.
Pyro wants to know, when you drink green beer for St. Patrick's Day, where does the green go?
Right. Yeah, the last LBL.
Lester says, check your poop.
Jeez.
You're saying?
I don't know now.
The last time.
No, I was going to say the last LBL meet and greet I attempted to attend and couldn't get a rental because it was spring break, the week of spring break. There wasn't a rental vehicle of any sort within a 30-mile range from here.
Yeah, I think they're going the same place that we went.
Yeah, I know.
They're using that campground,
I know.
and then the one above it.
The one above it is the main one.
The group campground.
That's the main one. Yeah, but there's so many people, so it's going to be split.
I don't think I'm staying. I think I'm staying like in a room. I don't think I'm staying. I don't think I'm camping. But I'm traveling. I'm traveling on a plane. Like, what am I going to bring camping gear?
Right?
No, that's somebody will put you up.
Oh God!
I brought extra stuff when we did the 168. I brought extra tents. Just Mark Dougal stayed in one.
Yeah.
Jeff Townsend stayed in another.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah, because
I mean, the way I look at it is, if everyone's going to be like camping in a big group like that anyway, nothing's going to happen anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, I get it.
Like that, I don't know. I've just become like I've gotten to the point where I like to be like so isolated. You know what I mean? Even if I'm in a campsite and somebody pulls up and like takes the spot like 3 spots away and it's just me and them, I'm like, damn it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, come on.
I'm the same way.
I get it. Robert Dendubin says, my mom was Irish and she used to put green food dye in our milk on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, right?
Graz says, I ate a can of beets once, woke up to purple pea and freaked out. Out. And Jay's just like, you guys and your weird colored body functions.
Anybody just tuning in?
Welcome. The link's in chat if you want to join us. Tell us about your bodily, colorful body functions.
That's not cool.
We've covered worse things.
Yeah, this is true.
Hey, these are scientific questions. When you drink colored beer, where does the color go? It's legit. They're the Beastie Boys. They will leave.
Maybe somewhere else, not here.
Right?
People start coming closer. Like D, hell yeah!
School.
Oh, campsite will start singing it.
From across the way.
Jane says, I just got my mail-in colon test from the VA. Oh, crap. Oh, just a little.
Robert Denduven says, usually the talk is on food or fishing. Tonight it's on bodily functions. It's not called WTF.
For nothing.
Good night, Val. Good to see you.
Gate Smasher says, nowadays, I live way out in the woods and walk to find free Wi-Fi and grab a tree and climb up and sit on a branch just for the show here.
Wow.
So he's up a tree.
Hanging out.
That's dedication.
Right?
Thank you. Be safe. Climbing trees.
I didn't get to meet him when we were out there.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
No. I passed him in the truck. I walked by. He was sitting in the truck.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I
we had just met.
I stayed on the pier the whole time.
Stats.
With Stats, yeah. Supposedly he was out there in the car.
I saw him in the car.
I know. I'm just kidding. I didn't walk out there.
Breeze, take care, man.
Good night, Breeze.
Good night. Be well. Be safe.
You saved.
Be safe. Always.
I'm gonna slide out too. My neck is like really acting up. So
Right on.
get out of this chair. But what is it? Tuesday, right? We still got Thursday. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll catch up with you guys.
All right, Mike.
Good to see you, Mike.
All right. Thank you for having me. Actually, I'll
Thanks for hanging out.
yeah, I'll message you. Well, probably tomorrow. But I'll.
All right. Okay.
All right. Bye, guys.
Talk.
Such an awkward exit.
I know, right? Get the fuck out of here.
Exit stage left even. This can't sleep too much on my mind. Hate that.
Think happy thoughts. Just gotta try to think happy thoughts.
Good question. And I meant to ask, has anyone seen Polly? I'm a bit worried. It's been months.
I did reach out and got a response. That was a little while ago. Mr. Lee, I did. I feel like my voice is going.
Stats is at the ranch. Doesn't like to walk in the dark with me because I use no flashlight. Don't like being seen.
Well, tell her we said hello.
Indeed.
Excuse me.
All right. So again, the link is in chat. What do we have up there? 25 minutes left. Anybody wants to come on, say hi, hang out? No. Now's the time. We just ran out of shit to talk about.
Right. Pretty much.
She likes to live indoors. Well, you know.
Some do.
I'm reading, I saw two people say, I'm the same way, Alan, and I'm like, what did I miss?
About thinking.
Oh, yeah. I used to be like that. I don't.
Me either. I used to be.
I
like
figured
that.
out how to shut it off.
Yep. Exactly. And I wasn't kidding when I said thinking happy thoughts. I sometimes just gotta think of something good, you know.
Mr. Fritz, you have a good night. Good to see you.
Good night, Jay.
Careful.
Yeah.
You know, with that.
With
Kubi.
everything. Please.
Are you adjusting to the time change?
No. I drove to work this morning in the dark. I'm used to seeing the sun coming up
And then there
over
was
the horizon.
that extra hour of fishing that like kind of threw me off.
Yeah,
you know, I'd still be out there if it wasn't
trying
for
to
the
get
show.
Yeah, trying to get ready for the show means we had to stop fishing and
It was still light out.
Yeah.
Tonight I was like, no, I don't feel like cooking. I'm not really
No.
hungry. She's like, no, me neither. So I threw some hot dogs in a pot and scarfed those before the show just to put something in my stomach. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't the best choice, but it was the easiest.
That and made a pot of coffee for after.
What's the deal with all these AI Bigfoot photos? Jerry Seinfeld. Seinfeld, yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, no, that's just going to ruin everything. All this AI shit. Talk about hoaxes.
I don't know. A lot of it seems obvious. It does generate some pretty cool,
interesting stuff. Yeah.
It does.
Everybody and their brothers putting AI shit out
I think
there.
with storytelling, it you know, people use
No, it's good.
You know,
Yeah.
It fits. As long as they're not claiming it's real.
Hobby gone viral. No, people just they'll
Oh, it's fun to poke around with. I mean, I've seen.
I don't know anything about it. Wouldn't know where to go to find it. You know, like I'm sure there's an app for that, but
there is many.
Not really interested.
I mean, Google has it. Every major platform has it now.
Really?
Yeah.
I was wondering how everybody was. You know, like you can write a book.
When I Google on my phone, it gives you the AI generated response, and it says it. You know, first thing. Yeah, it's a beta thing, I guess.
Well, I get that when I'm talking to the phone.
No. It's not. It's AI generated response. So if I ask a question, it automatically goes to the AI. I mean, I guess you can shut it off. I don't know. But shit, there's platforms where you can write songs, you can write books, you can, you know, generate anything.
She says, YouTube it.
Right?
That's funny. She says, we know the difference pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys know I'm pretty much. I love listening to stories. They're trying to figure out if they're true or not. What do I think? Was that one true? Was that one not true? I don't know.
Yes, Judy said it's also a new form of art and creativity. It's definitely intriguing.
E-I-E-I-O. Lester says, Judy, I saw one with Bigfoot riding a Harley. Pretty convincing. What makes you decide if it's true or not?
Opinion.
Yeah, it's just my opinion. Like, I don't know. I look for red flags, emotion, how they're telling it. You know, like you can listen to some people who put out stories and you know the story is bullshit because people don't talk that way. Like people are, when they write a story, they're not going to present it the way that these guys are reading it. It's like that's bullshit stuff.
Michael said,
in my opinion.
A-I-A-I-O.
A-I-A-I-O. Yeah, I mean, it's just if I feel it's true, and I'm not going to go and bash it and be like, "Oh, that's bullshit."
It's just opinion.
You know, I listened to so many stories, I didn't believe them all. Yeah, some stories you know they're crap. What is the channel? What is the channel has a narrator that tells someone else? There's a ton of them, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Buckeye Bigfoot, Dixie
Go back
Cryptid,
and look at the Queens of Cryptid
Queen,
show.
you know, Cryptid Canada.
Excuse me.
Bigfoot Encounters, Bigfoot Case Files. There's so many. What Lurks Beneath?
S-Files.
Yeah, there's
tons and tons in every genre.
Bigfoot Jump Caesar's Palace. Was he on Evel Knievel's bike? No, see, that's the thing. It shouldn't change.
No.
It's when a story is inconsistent that you can't remember the lie you told before that you know it's bullshit if it's not consistent.
Especially if it contradicts.
Tinfoil Tales podcast is good. I haven't checked that out.
I haven't heard that one.
I've seen. No, I haven't.
Jane, good night.
Somebody does a show. Good night, Jane. Somebody does a show and Tinfoil or something else, or Truth, or I forget what it was. Somebody's doing a show with the name Tinfoil on it, but Tinfoil Tales podcast. I have to check it out.
Mr. Lee said if it's too consistent, maybe it's rehearsed.
Listen, dude, I tell stories, and I've been telling the same stories for fucking years, man. 20 some odd years or longer. And I might have to backtrack in the story if I leave a part out, like, oh, wait, I forgot. But it's always the same story. You know, it doesn't change. Like, now there's not a dragon in it or, you know.
The narrative of it doesn't
It's
change.
always the same. And it's because I've told it so many times.
There's times I've told stories on this show many different times, and some parts I might leave out. Sometimes I tell stories where I tell all the detail. I mean, it's not stories, it's my experience.
Tinfoil Tales podcasts, they talk about everything but mostly Dogman. Right on. See, Mr. Lee, people look for consistency. I get what you're saying. If it's too consistent, it could be rehearsed, but mine's not rehearsed. It's just from telling
He said, that's what I'm saying.
You know, it's just.
He's agreeing. He said, that's what I'm saying.
Gate Smasher said, I heard some people say they stayed in the woods 36 days alone. I laughed. They interviewed me for over an hour. Oh, right on. I have to check it out.
So many channels.
And you don't realize it.
I know.
You kind of get confused. Like, I don't know. Like, there's only so many channels I watch, right? But I don't know the other ones exist. You know, it's like.
So one pops up and it's like.
Yeah, they're like, oh, wait, what's this? Bigfoot King.
Yes.
That I just happened
Right.
to stumble upon, and I'm like,
right.
all right, what's this? He's got my curiosity, and I clicked on it, and I was like,
Next thing you know, we're watching all his videos and,
yeah.
and laughing. And
I reached out to him, and I was like,
having a
dude,
good time
you know,
watching him.
come hang out, check us out. But there are so many channels that I've never heard of that I don't even know exist.
And it's cool to find new channels. New to me.
Grass says, I'd be interviewed, but then all the women would hunt me down again.
Again.
Still in hiding, huh? Lester said, so many stories you would think Bigfoot was on every corner.
Right. OCST said, I prefer the smaller channels, more real to me.
Yeah, the one channel I really like that's growing rapidly is the Subarctic Alaska Sasquatch. I like the way he tells a story, and I don't know, I just
He tells
the people that are telling the stories have nothing to gain by it, and they're there, you know. In Alaska, it is a thing for them. It's just like a bear or a deer or anything else. It's part of it.
Yeah.
Whereas we're like, no, can't exist. Come on. Most people here we're like, fuck yeah, it exists. No. I noticed that. Same here. I just, you know, when I started off, because Judy says I dropped a lot of channels because I have changed. When I first got into YouTube, it was everything. I was like, I want to know everything. You know, like as far as watching stuff.
Well, that was me too.
And, you know, I'd have all these channels, but then you find, you know, some of this, yeah, I'm not that into that one. Or,
you find your place.
Yeah.
Your comfort.
Your favorite ones or whatever. And you move on. But I'll still listen to what feeds my soul. Right on. Yeah, everybody, you know, when they first get in, they you know, they explore all these different channels, and then some fit, some don't, some, you know, it's okay.
And some you just outgrow. Yeah. You know, over time.
I get it. Shows with paywalls are not worth the money.
Well, Mr. Lee said, I've started watching new channels. I also I can't afford membership, which a lot of channels have now.
Yeah. I just think that's kind of, I mean, to each his own, you know.
Right.
But if you're going to charge somebody money for to watch your shit, you better put out good shit. That's why, he's saying I don't think it's worth the money.
Right.
Do what, people, I'm not going to condemn somebody for.
And that's why Grasshopper was saying shows with paywalls are not worth the money.
I mean, I could put up super chats, and I could put up all that sort of stuff to generate money. I don't feel it's necessary to do that to you guys, because what am I giving you? What do you get for a super chat? Your name highlighted, and YouTube gets 40%, and
yeah, they get a huge chunk of everything.
Well, in the beginning, that's why I put up PayPal, because if I send Gate Smasher $20, I want him to get the whole $20.
Right, exactly. Because if you send it through,
if you go through it's their way to generate money, but they don't have to do it here.
Gate Smasher, I walked over a mile or 3 for the show and climbed a tree. I'm not paying for TV. I'm not paying for membership.
Right. No, everyone do what you want. Some people
like OCST. I do like to keep an open mind and watch many different styles of investigation.
Absolutely.
I watch all kinds of.
Oh yeah, I watch other stuff. And I'm just amazed at all these new channels that are popping up.
I like watching videos of cave exploration, stuff like that.
Spelunking.
Yeah, that stuff's cool.
Wow. I'm not saying they are not worth the money, just I can't afford it.
Well, that was the other thing I was going to say.
And that was the other thing that kept me away from putting up that stuff is there's a lot of fixed incomes out there. I don't want somebody paying, automatically paying me 99 cents a month or whatever it is. And I see it happened to me. I overdrafted by subscribing to somebody. 1 month they took out before the check went in, and I got an overdraft. And I was like, I would never do that to anybody. So I swear I would never do that. If people want to donate, go ahead, but I ain't charging anybody to watch me. I should be paying you.
Right.
Hey, Mo, I was just letting you know he got out this last weekend, like you said.
Yeah, you were telling everybody to go outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Just live a little,
Yeah, just get out there. That's cool. I hope you all had a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Just get some fresh air. If you can make it to the porch,
Right. Grasshopper said, so much on YouTube to study other than Bigfoot. Ancient history is my thing most of the time. Other than current events, that isn't on the regular TV news shows. And that's the thing. I mean, there is so much on YouTube.
No, and the ancient history thing, I kind of dig some of that too.
Yeah, I do.
These new archaeological finds of
everything.
That you're like, wait a minute. Because it rewrites what they've been feeding us, their assumptions,
or their narrative.
Yeah, there is some good stuff out there. I would take a fish as payment. Helton says, I started watching most of you because I ran across Jeff Harding and said, this boy had a real encounter and his ideas for research I thought were great. No,
that's cool.
And even his current project with the mosquitoes, I think that's a great idea. It's interesting. It's thinking out of the box. The way he did the investigation up in the Boundary Waters, by disciplining himself to not react to any sounds, not to, just to, every time he went in the same way and did the same thing and played with the ball and left it. And, it was so much conditioning, it was out of the box, I think that's cool as hell. But that's dedication.
Yeah. And like you said, it's something different. Something no one else is really doing or talking about. Good night, Lester. Good to see you.
Mr. Lee says, yes, Lester, yeah, they trick you by saying cheapest internet and then increase the money over time.
Right.
Like everything else. Lester, take care. Great to see you. Where are we at? Jeez, how do we go through 2 hours already?
I don't know.
See, a lot of people dropped out, but
babbling.
But yeah, I'm Chrissy. I'm glad to see that you guys got out a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool. Do it again.
Do
Do it again. Do it again.
Grasshopper says John Anthony West, Randall Carlson, alternate history programs, Snake Brothers channel. Megalithomania.
Channel.
What did we? These two guys I stumbled across. I'm sure you guys have heard of them, the Moron Brothers.
Oh, they're funny.
These two old men on the well, last time I saw them, they were on a raft, but under floating the house. Check those guys out. You want to laugh? It's not Bigfoot.
No,
It's pretty funny.
They do some pretty cool jam sessions on their little raft.
Yeah.
No, they're cool. The Moron Brothers. Mr. Lee says another one bites the dust.
Indeed. Yes, the cost of living is killing us, Mr. Lee.
Krista says yes. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait, I lost it. It scrolled and jumped. I'm like, wait, where'd it go? She said we might this weekend, but not 100% sure. But then I saw OCST said something. Yeah, that's where I lost it. He wrote something.
Wait till you guys see the X we found.
No. Wait, I lost it. Oh, there it is. The next line. Yeah, but it needs to be much earlier in the day. LOL. I was just laughing because they're talking back and forth about it. She's like, yeah, we might get out there. He's like, yeah, as long as it's earlier in the day.
Robert says, sounds like an updated Jerky Boys. No, these are just
hillbilly boys.
Two old men
that
in their overalls.
Out there fishing.
One's got a guitar, one's got a banjo, and
they made a cabin on a raft, and there's a fishing hole inside, little hatch. They could just drop the line right there from their bunks. Yeah, they're cool. They're funny.
Some stupid humor, but some funny stuff.
It's fun. It's just fun. Fun stuff.
I'm going through the swamps on my way to scope out the nightlife in forest. Be careful in the swamps.
Yeah, be careful out there.
Especially now, it's getting warmer here in Florida.
Yeah, but now
snakes are on the move.
We're approaching gator mating season.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, the end of March, I believe. End of March, early April, if I remember correctly. I don't know for sure, but somewhere around there.
But OCST, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that, man.
Yeah, Grasshopper said, yeah, Moron brothers floating down the river playing banjo and guitar.
Yeah. Robert says, my kid got sick off your pizza and you're going to give me a coupon? The hell was that from?
What was that?
We're going to go back to quoting Friday. No kidding. That's what we were watching.
I turned it on. I turned the TV on, and first thing that popped up was Friday on some channel. I just hit okay, and buzzing around the house trying to get ready for the show, and yeah,
you got knocked the fuck out.
It was playing in the background.
But you and Friday, Jesus. Was it all your girls that you made?
No, it was just my second youngest. That was her movie.
That was her movie.
It sounds awful to say because it's not a very child-friendly movie, but something. I think it was Chris Tucker's voice, honestly, but she'd hear it.
Soothed her daughter.
She would hear it and instantly just enthralled. Yeah, it was bizarre, but yeah. So heard it so often I could quote the movie just about.
Ostrich boots. Ostrich boots are pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I don't think I know what that looks like.
They have they're all like where the quill would pull through. Mm-hmm. So it looks like it's almost like pores. You see them, on the boot.
Okay. Mr. Lee, ostrich.
Yep. Oh, they're cool boots. Mine are, I don't even know what I have. I have 2 pairs of boots. They're not ostrich or shark or anything exotic. They're just cow.
Hilton's over there telling you to get some tail. Gator tail.
Get some tail.
Gator tail.
Oh, hell, I could pull them out of my backyard.
You're right. Little nuggets.
They're small tail. It's a little tail.
Gator nuggets.
Although there was a 4 foot, about 4.5 footer out there the other day. But yeah, guys, we are over the 2-hour mark.
Mr. Lee says, oh my God, I just Googled ostrich boots. No way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shit, they make cowboy boots out of anything. For years, I had a pair that were Cape Buffalo.
Crocs just came out with a cowboy boot. True story. Google it. They just did. It's a very limited.
I think I saw that
thing. I told you. No, I told you, and you had to look it up. You're like, what? Sure enough, one design, a cowboy boot made out of it's Crocs. True story.
Yep.
Grasshopper, you must put the lotion on the skin.
2 hours later.
2 hours later.
All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight.
Yes, thank you.
LIB, it was good to see you.
And on that note.
That was my dog. I hope you guys snakeskin boots, brother. Yeah, snakeskin's cool too.
Mr. Lee says, I love Crocs.
I used to have a pair of snakeskin.
Yeah.
And they dried out.
Mr. Lee said, I love Crocs.
Right on, Feisty Kitty. My pleasure.
That's cool.
She says Maya, right?
Right.
All right, guys. You guys have an amazing rest of your night.
Good night, everybody.
If you enjoyed tonight's show, please hit that like button below. If you're new, subscribe, share it, and leave comments. We love your comments.
Right.
So we will be back on Thursday, same time. you guys take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Love you guys. Peace and God bless.